my channel. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm just here reflecting on a couple of things and I'm feeling great and just want to share with you. As you know, when you tune into my channel, one of the things I talk about is how to be a better person and, you know, how to be a better leader, employee, wife, mother, friend, significant other, whatever it is, just how to be your most optimal version of yourself that you can be. And in doing so, one thing that's very important for us to still do so that we can remain as efficient and as optimal and be the best person and be the best versions of ourselves is to ensure that you take some time out for yourself. That is very important. Yes, taking time out for yourself, making sure that whatever it is that you like to do, that you carve out some time for you. You know, we were talking, I was talking to someone about the average amount of time that people actually have for themselves. And really and truly, by the time that, like for me, I'll use myself an example as a working mother. By the time I give myself to, you know, my family, I, you know, do my work, do, things for my husband, you know, do things for my children and, you know, the school situations and stuff. Even this morning as I'm here getting up and doing things, I'm getting messages from my son's school already. So a lot of my time is actually focused on other people and doing other things. It's not actually focused on me. But I know that it's important for us to sometimes, you can't do it every day and I recognize that, but to sometimes take some time away to step back and do something that gives you joy, right? Like for me, I love to read. I love reading. And I love, I was gonna say relaxing. I like relaxing too, but I love to read. A good day for me, I'm not like the wild adventurous type. I know you only live once, but I don't need to skydive and jump out of airplanes or anything like that. If that's what gives you a thrill and that's what you like doing, then by all means you go ahead and do that because that's what brings you joy. But for me, what brings me joy is being a great mom, relaxing and reading a book, listening to music. I love reggae music. I love me some reggae. So when I put some reggae on in the background, that just gets me going. I love lighting candles and doing that's like aromatherapy. I love the scent of candles in my home. To be quite honest, every Saturday morning when I wake up, because that's when I straighten the house somewhat, I light my candles so that the scent is just going through the whole house. I have that nice aroma. And for me, as I'm cleaning, it provides somewhat of like an aromatherapy. And sometimes, depending on my mood or depending on, you know, how crunk I want to get, I listen to music as well, a lot of reggae music and stuff like that. And I'll turn that up while I'm cleaning. And that kind of helps pump me up and keeps me energized. But it's important that you do things that put a smile on your face. And that gives you peace and joy within, whatever it is. It's important. You have to make sure that as you're planning your day or your week, that you put some time for yourself in that week and make sure you take that time because that helps with your, you know, endorphins and that helps to release and that helps to make you feel good. And honestly, you do a better job when you're feeling good. You do a better job when you have a smile on your face. You know what they say? They even talk about the fact that like if you're on the phone with someone, you can hear on the other end. You can literally hear if they're smiling or frowning just because when you smile, it changes the tone of your voice. And then when you're more serious, like even right now, look, I'm talking without the smile, my tone is different. When I smile though, you hear it's like a little bit more of a high pitch and my tone changes. So when you do things that give you joy, it does change the tone in your voice because you are smiling more, you are happy, you're feeling more fulfilled, you're feeling more productive. If you don't do things that give you joy or that you like doing, then you tend to be a little bit more serious, a little bit more somber, not angry, but just more somber, more maybe, you know, and have like a melancholy tone. So that is why it's important that you take some time out to make sure you do something that you like doing. It could even be watching a Netflix movie, right? Sometimes I get a good kick out of certain movies, and sometimes I know I I just want to Netflix and chill, and I don't want to watch anything too stressful. I just want to watch like a nice comedy that'll give me laughs. It could even be an old show. Like for me, I love Friends. So it could be one of those old shows that, you know, I've seen before, and it's just reruns after reruns, but it puts a smile on my face. And I'll do something like that. Pop some popcorn at home with some M&Ms, because I mix popcorn, M&Ms, and Doritos together. I don't know, something about that mix. Popcorn, M&Ms, and Doritos. I don't always have to have the Doritos, but definitely the popcorn and the M&Ms. Gotta have those two. Call that a perfect snack for me. But I'll do that, and then I'll watch something on Netflix that'll just make me laugh while I snack on popcorn. I don't have to do it all day, but just for a couple hours in the day, just to ensure that I have an opportunity to unwind and to put a smile on my face, because that changes things, and that changes how you go about every day, and it changes, you know, your outlook on certain aspects. And I don't know if you've ever noticed that. If you just, and that's why they believe vacations are important. That's why people are supposed to have days off. You know, I don't know. I mean, especially when I was younger, I used to put in a lot of hours because I was trying to grind and, you know, move up to the top. And, you know, sometimes, especially when I first became a nurse, and, you know, I was making decent money, I was like, oh, okay. And then, you know, you do doubles and overtime and all of that. But after 14 days, I've worked 14 days straight, especially, like I said, when I was younger. But the work, the output that you give at that 14th day is not the same as your first day back, when you come back rejuvenated, vibrant, full of life, full of energy, because you had that opportunity to have some downtime and to rest, right? That's important. So whatever gives you joy, maybe planning an activity with your family, planning a weekend getaway with the girls, right? You can have, if that's something that you enjoy doing. So you have a couple of girlfriends, or it doesn't even have to be girlfriends, a couple of friends. A lot of times people have females can have a male friend that's completely platonic, and it's not anything romantic. So you can have just a nice platonic friendship. So you can plan getaways with just your friends, and, you know, go to Cabo or something like that. Nice little quick weekend trips, but to make sure that you take that time to reinvigorate yourself and get energy, so that you can come back and put your best foot forward as you're working on whatever initiative that it is. Is it your project for yourself? Is it a home business? Is it signing up for school? Is it anything like that, right? So again, that's just very important, and I want to make sure I take the time to, as we're talking about all the things that we can do to be better people, or to give our optimal performance. In doing so, that you're not always go, hustle, 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 but in doing so, you are also taking that time to unwind and relax. You know, even, you know, I told you, you don't have to do it every day, but to be quite honest, it would be ideal if every day you could take 5 minutes out the day just to meditate. 10, 20 is even great, but I'm saying start small. Do 5 minutes, do some meditation. And if you do that, and just, you know, peace and quiet, it changes things for you. I know for me, I try to have a positive outlook, and I do try to make sure I take some time for myself to have a nice moment. I wake up, the first thing I do when I put my 2 feet on the floor is say thankful, because I am thankful. I am grateful that I woke up. I'm grateful for another day. I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to do my best again. I am happy. I am confident, and I am enjoying life, right? So I am grateful, and I'm grateful that, you know, that there's still a lot of things that I want to do, but even if I'm not there yet, I have the opportunity to do it, right? And I'm still striving, and still, I think development is a continuous process. I don't think anyone ever finally reaches full development. I think it's continuous. I think sometimes we have to adapt, right? As we meet and as you start working with different generations, as you start interactions with people, because everyone's response is different. So as I'm learning and as I'm developing and interacting with different people, I still learn, and I have to understand what's the best communication style. What do people enjoy? What is offensive? What is not offensive? A lot of things like that. So that's why I feel learning is continuous, and it's a process. It's a continuous process, developmental process. I'm sorry. It's a continuous developmental process. So important that you take time for yourself. Important that you do things that find you joy. It's important that you do things that put a smile on your face. Important that you find things that give you a new burst of energy. Important that you do things for you. Okay? In this journey that we are all doing together, and we're going to continue to do this together, because the journey is never over. The journey is never over. You know, you can have a goal and you can make that goal, but like I said, learning is continuous. It's constant. I don't believe learning ever ends. You don't necessarily have to go to school to learn, but just even your interactions with the social world, interactions with other people are also constant learning. So with that, as you're learning, as you're doing different things, and you'll find that maybe something that gave you joy 10 years ago is not the same thing that gives you joy now, because you've evolved and you've developed into a different person. You've grown, you've matured. Maybe certain things that were important to you 10 years ago are no longer important to you. You know, it's a different environment for you. You've cultivated a different environment for you and for your lifestyle. So whatever it is that you want to do, make sure that you do it. Life is short, and I do believe that. Life is short. So in this process, in this thing, in this journey that we call life, make sure that you are taking time for yourself, and that you are doing things that put a smile on your face, things that you want to do. I'd love to hear it. Anybody has any ideas on any recommendations, what we should do for fun, anything that anybody can do, maybe even just a walk in the park or walk on the beach. Those things are all free, and that doesn't require any monetary value. You can do that. Just even maybe a brisk walk with nature, and just having the fresh air against your face and feeling it against your skin. Maybe that gives you joy. Some people are really simple. I find I'm a simple person, or maybe some people are quite extravagant and need a lot more. Whatever it is, you do you, right? And you do what's best for you. Do what is best for you. Love to hear about it. So stay tuned. We're doing this together. Appreciate you checking in, and appreciate all the feedback and the love that I'm getting. Thank you for the support. I want to support you as well. So drop some things in the link. What do you need from me? And I'll support you too. All right. We're in this together. Thanks so much, and talk to you later. Bye. Ciao, ciao.